This break is brought to you by Netflix. Head on over to netflix.com/GameBreakerTV to sign up for a free 30-day trial. All right, guys, Red 5 Studios wants you to get on their bus, but this bus actually isn't going to take you to school, but you might wind up getting schooled. Here with me to talk a little bit about the bus of butt kicking is GameBreaker writer Jason Winter. Jason, what is this bus that I just keep referencing?
Well, we all GameBreaker TV, of course, is always your best source for bus-related news.
It's true.
We've got a doozy today. It's not just a bus; actually, it's a mobile gaming unit, which sounds very impressive. But it's really a bus.
Wouldn't that be an MGU instead of a BUS?
I don't know. Whatever. It's a really impressive-looking bus, or MGU, or whatever, and it's got 20 gaming stations inside, a shoutcast podium, Razer peripherals, and really a bunch of fancy technology and so on that Red 5 is going to bring to Anime Expo to promote the game, maybe run a little bit of a Firefall beta tournament and so on. And they're seeing it as kind of like an esports platform, something they can probably take all around. You can even register for the beta at the show, get your picture taken with cosplayers, all sorts of cool stuff.
You know what this reminds me of? It's a little un-gaming related, but it reminds me of the Gillette commercials where they had this big bus where they brought people in to try out one of their new razors. It seems like it's a great way to go around the country and kind of spread the word about your product, don't you think?
I was thinking about a trading card game that did this a few years ago, which I'm not going to mention because it was horribly unsuccessful, but this sounds like it could actually work.
Yeah, I mean, especially kind of jumping on the idea of
jumping on the bus.
Jumping on the bus of mobile tournaments. We'll get to that in a second, though. But after the Anime Expo, that's obviously their first destination. Are there any plans to go around with this? Obviously, they want to make it mobile.
Yeah, I mean, they want to take it around the country. Obviously, they've got the summer conventions now they could hit, but I think you could hit all the major cities, do like a national tour, or whatever, make it your own personal Firefall convention, have tournaments, intro people to the game, set up a Twitch channel, so on and so forth. But I have to ask you, Mike, I mean, you're in LA, you like anime. Are we going to get a picture of you at the bus?
I don't know. I don't know. It might be hard to pull me away from both an esports bus and anime.
That's what I'm thinking.
It might have to happen.
Will you wear the dress?
No.
Okay.
Do you think that we could see this kind of approach embraced a little bit more? I mean, as we said, it seems like it's a great way to get your product known by going around mobily, and the idea of holding like an esports tournament in a mobile situation like this, it seems like it's a great way for them to try and bring Firefall into esports even.
Yeah, I mean, esports is still a relatively small thing, I mean, especially compared to, like, physical sports, your baseballs or whatever, and it's going to take something unusual and innovative to really bring it to the masses. And what this does, sometimes it puts it out in front of people. I mean, sure, you might have a lot of viewers on your Twitch channel or whatever, but people aren't going to know about it. The regular, general people aren't going to know about it unless they already subscribe or have some friends who links to it. This gets it out in the real world where people who aren't already jacked in can learn about it. Obviously, this is probably really expensive, so not everyone can do it. But if you could work a deal with some of the peripherals like they've done, and it could be affordable for mid-sized companies. Obviously, Red 5 is making it work. I think we heard, didn't CBS have something where they made a deal with MLG or some esports network? Mm-hmm. That's the sort of thing that a big company like that could maybe do. They get a bus or some other kind of vehicle out there in front of people so they could just see what it's like without having to necessarily, essentially without having to log on to something to see it.
I can't wait to see this bus, to be honest. It just popped in my head. West Coast Customs, the people who did Pimp My Ride, are pimping this bus. This is going to be the coolest bus ever.
I think it's just concept art, the image that we have there, but I imagine that's still essentially what the real one's going to look like. It's not a real photo, but I mean, it looks like something out of the Firefall game. The way they have their lines and the way the stuff is built in the game, it really looks like it matches that style really well.
All right, guys. Well, Anime Expo here in Los Angeles. If you're in town, you've got to check this out. If not, it's mobile, so might be coming to a town near you. For all of your other gaming news, keep it tuned right here to GameBreaker TV. We'll keep you updated throughout the day. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.